All right, Tuesday morning, here we go. 10 days left. We can do this. We know that the sum what's it mean sum? Means to add, right? Of the three interior, we know that word from parallel lines, it means the inside. The sum of three interior angles in any triangle is always 180 degrees. That's really it. Okay, lesson's over. No, just kidding. Really, that is it. And I don't want to overcomplicate it. You have 62 here in the example in the side of the triangle, 35 inside the triangle, so what would the measure of this be? Okay, so 62 plus 35 plus some unknown number equals 180. We add these together, you get 97 plus some unknown number is 180. Well, that unknown number has to be 83 because that's what will, when added to 97, will equal 180. So this measure this angle is 83. Okay, but so let's do a few examples. If we have a triangle and the interior angles measure 48, 63, and x, an unknown amount. I guess it wouldn't be x degrees, it would just be x. But it represents a certain amount of degrees that is unknown, right? How would we determine what that missing number is? Well, we know that the sum of interior angles equals 180. Now, there's a whole proof that goes along with this, but if we were at school, I would take the time. I'm just not taking the time to prove it to you. You're just going to have to trust me on this one. Let's see, if you get on to geometry in high school, you'll get through the proof. So, what do we think? You would need to add up 48 plus 63 plus an unknown amount equals 180. 48 and 63 are 111 plus some known amount unknown equals 180. Subtract 111 from both sides. And the missing amount is 89 degrees. So 89 plus 63 plus 48 equals 180. Okay, let's try another one. How about this one? What is the measure of y? Well, you have to have at least two angles to determine the third. You can't do it unless you have at least two angles. Well, we do have two angles here, even though we only see one number. And what is it? Well, 32 plus 90. Where did I get that 90 from? Okay, so the little square down here indicates that that's a right angle, and a right angle is always 90 degrees. So plus y equals 180. Remember, all inside angles must equal 180. So now you would add 32 and 90. We'll get 122 plus the unknown amount. So what number when added to 22 equals 180? Y is equal to 58. Okay. What happens though when we don't have solid numbers? We have algebraic expressions. It's the same process. We have this becomes angle A, or angle 1, it's your first one. Then we know what the measure is for that angle. That's 90 because it's a right angle. And we know the measure of angle C. So we just add them up, set it equal to 180. we get 5x. The equation is 5x plus 5 plus 90 plus 3x plus 5 equals 180. Now we're going to combine like terms. Remember those? Anything that's a variable term is a like term, and anything that's a constant is a like term. So 5x and 3x is 8x plus 5 and 90 and 5 is 100 equals 180. You need to subtract 100 from both sides. We get 8x is equal to 80, and we find that x is equal to 10. That's not what they want to know, though. At times you've been asked, what is the value for x? But we don't want to know what x is. We want to know what the angle measure is. So that was step 1, is setting up our equation and solving for x. Step 2 is to substitute back in, and solve for the missing measure. So if x is 10, then this is 5 times x, which you told me was 10, plus 5, 55. Angle A is 55 degrees. Okay, B we know is 90. What's the missing measure C? Well, it's 3 times x, which you told me was 10, plus 5 is 35. So let's see, does this add up to be 180? Well, 5 plus 5 is 10. And 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 9 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Look at that. We did it right. All right, you have 2 to do today. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.